Ruckus Avenue Radio.
Start. Pablo,
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yes!
I'm glad we're all as excited as each other. So Raj and I,
Yes.
you know what, before we were talking to you, we were kind of going through all our favorite films of yours, and I was talking about Ram Lakhan, and I was talking about Aina, how I love that movie, and Raj came out with loads of other movies.
Swami Dada and Hatto Kilkiri and Parinda and just amazing work.
Oh, Rangila, Aina,
Rangila,
Halnight.
Aina.
All of your movies, they've been such big, massive movies. So first, we just want to say thank you very much for talking to Raj and Pablo. It's a pleasure talking to you, sir.
Thank you for thinking about me and talking to me and being so nice to me. My regards and love to your family, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there in your town and everywhere.
Sir. And happy Mother's Day to the lovely Aisha as well, because we message on Instagram all the time.
Oops, thanks a lot. I had no idea.
So, sir, let's talk about Radhe. I mean, before we talk about the excitement of the movie, I mean, you know, another big movie. How excited are you about this film?
For me, Prabhu Deva as a director is someone I have looked up to since the time he made me dance. Making a stone float on a water is difficult. He did that. He made me dance in a film called Gardish. He was my dance director. And then later on, I acted with him in a film called Agni Varsha. I came to know him a little more deeper. Then I heard about him. Then I saw his song, Mukala. I said, man, this guy's talented. He's seen him as an actor. I've seen him as a dance director. Now I see him as a dancer. Then I saw him making Wanted. I said, man, what a film he's made. And finally, the offer came to me. He said, this is the film, and Salman is producing. I said, first of all, that family is really close to my heart. If they offer me anything, I don't say no. Whether it's a Bharat, where I played his daddy, whether it's some film that we did in past Kyuki, you know, where I played a doctor. So they always see to it that they have a role for me. And I have no heart to say no. And after knowing the family so well, I just want to be part of them. And then Prabhu Deva on top of that, and then comedy on top of that. For God's sakes, that's something which is again making a stone float on water, which is difficult. And here I go, I did comedy. He made me dance, now he made me do comedy. So comedy is something which I always wanted to do with someone who could really make it fun. And I got the opportunity, and that's Radhe Radhe.
So what was it like? You know, Salman Khan was apparently, we've heard, please correct us if we're wrong, when you first started from modeling to film, Salman Khan copied your look because you were so stylish. He was little, yeah. He did. He's looked up to the right guy to reach this position.
You know how, like you said you know the family, and obviously Salman's been a big fan of yours. I can only imagine being on set wasn't really like work. Being on set must have been so amazing.
Oh yes, it is amazing. It's like just picnic. Even though we were all, there were masks, there were like plastic all around them, but we had to let our masks down. We had to come down. But it didn't feel like we were fighting it. We were trying to keep everyone safe. We were helping out people who were in need. At the same time, we were making the film. So there were many things happening out there. But when you're a family, you can do things together, you know. Everyone has their own department. And so we kind of stuck to each other, helped each other, made the film as beautiful as we could.
Sir, how do you keep your enthusiasm going? You've got
life. I'm breathing. I'm lucky. I look around. I'm a man who observes things. There are इतने गम है ज़माने में कि जब वो देखे तो हमारा गम बहुत कम है. When you look at so many sadness and such grief around, then your grief looks nothing in front of them. And you're breathing. God's kind. You wake up with a little bone ache here and there that you've been hurt in your past. But still you're breathing and you're lucky. You just say, God, thank you for everything that you've given me. And the enthusiasm will never bloody go. You gotta breathe, right? You gotta make every breath feel like it ignites your skin.
That's
Then
such a
you
good sentiment. But you know, when you think about when you first started in the industry, and now, what has changed in terms of what makes you happy about being in the industry now, as opposed to when you started first? Because initially, was it like, I've got a movie, but I guess all those kind of pressures aren't there anymore. What is it about making movies that makes you so happy?
When I walked into the film industry, I played a junior bad guy to Shakti Kapoor, sir. He was the main head of the bad guys, and I was one of the stooges. And after that, I was lucky to get hero Sabaji. I don't know what he saw in me, and he made me a hero. I had no time. I had no time to think how what is what. I just used to work the whole day from 7 to 7, maybe 10. Go meet mama, press her feet, go to sleep. I miss that, pressing my mother's feet now.
Nice.
But I'm happy that I can give now. Then I had no time. I couldn't understand what was happening with me. But right now, what people have given me, the love, affection, I can reciprocate in any way that I can. Maybe ask them to plant on a birthday of mama, on daddy, on birthdays, on annual days, on any day. Just plant a little tree or a plant. You know, this I can tell now. Then I had no time. If someone's in need, I'm there. If anything is wrong out there, I would like to be part of it, like thalassemia. Thalassemia is such a problem in our globe. But nobody is out there going to give blood because they're all scared right now. I just had a meeting with them. It was World Thalassemia Day yesterday. So I saw the 68 children. I've been to the hospitals. I've seen the needles stuck in here on their feet somewhere, you know. So there are many things that I can speak about and take it forward and ask people to help along with my help. Not for us, it's no help. It's you, human, mankind that you're working for. So all these things are happening now. So I want to keep my power. I want to keep my strength. God give me the strength that my mom's given me, and just go out and play around, feel the day, feel the breath, do good films, do good work as much as possible, because we are human. उसमें अच्छा भी है, बुरा भी है, सब कुछ है. और अच्छा को थोड़ा सा ऊपर रखने का कोशिश. Right, Lord is here, God's here, devil's here, you human is here. They're playing around.
How you mentioned your mother who's given you all these values. Do you do the same with Tiger? Do you install those values in him? Do you kind of say, you know, this is what I've learned, I want to give this to you?
Genetic is genetic, and he's seen his father. I've always kept him and my daughter really close to my heart. Although I've been shooting, my mother has looked after her. Aisha's mother has looked after. Aisha's looked after so beautifully. That they're such God's kind, that they're such lovely child. They talk about health. They focused on work. They're disciplined. Well, just I hope everybody focuses on their health and breathing, and do good work. Respect parents. Just respect the word.
So you mentioned your mum. Is it true that your mum, mum's side of the family is from Kazakhstan?
Turkmenistan, Turkmenistan, ex-USSR. Down Kazakh, there's a place called Turkmenistan. That my father's from Gujarat, Rajkot, and I was born in Mumbai. So my Aisha's mom is French, Belgian.
Wow.
Father is Bengali, Air Vice Marshal Ranjan Dutt, Veer Chakra. The first guy to have broken the sound barrier. That's how the jets came in India.
Really?
So it's a mixture of all religion that we have. So we believe in being human as much as possible.
Like, I have to say, you know, it sounds, well, after a very long time, it's refreshing to speak to somebody who has so much love to give. And we can only imagine that Radha is going to be doing the same. So how excited are you, like, especially through this difficult time that we've come through, you know, with COVID, not being able to go to the cinema, but we hear this is going to have a cinematic release and it's going to be on OTT channels.
Right. Unfortunately, cinema halls are shut. Unfortunately, OTT is on. And we can go across to many countries in just one press of a button. People are going to have a great time. People who like to watch on a kerchief will definitely watch. People who want to watch on a bed sheet, they'll watch there too. So you understand, it's both. You can watch it on small. We are lucky that the cinema halls is shut, and this is the OTT is there. But soon cinema should open, and we like to watch it on a bigger screen. There are films that you can't watch on a kerchief.
Yeah.
Sir, we need to ask you one favor before we leave you. When we
Oh.
meet up in Bombay, will you teach us Zumba?
You take that as a yes.
It's cult. It's wonderful.
my boy, I've never done this in my life. As the first and the last time. But I get you the dance director who did it.
Right, done. I will get probably Dave to choreograph it.
No, sure. Oh my
So,
God.
can we just
Pablo,
say
Pablo.
it has totally been a pleasure talking to you.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you very much. Best of luck with the movie.
Ruckus Avenue Radio.